All right, everybody. We're in our second learning packet, day 2, and we're talking about grammar, when to add ES or IES. On day 1, we talked about how when you're talking about one person doing something, you need to put S on their verb. Like, she is one person. She sings. You need to add an S to that verb. But there are times when an S won't do. You have to add ES instead. And those times when an S just won't do are when the verb, the word that you're adding an S to, already has an S or an SH or a CH or an X, right? So today we're going to be adding ES instead of S to our verbs because they're going to end with S, SH, CH, or X. Now remember, singular verb, singular pronouns are he, she, or it. So if I'm talking about one person, he, one person, she, or one thing, it, I want to add S to their verb, unless, of course, S isn't enough, and then I would want to add ES to the verb. Plural pronouns are I, you, we, or they. And just like yesterday, I is a rule breaker. I know I am only one person, but we're going to treat it like a plural. And when you do that, you won't put S or ES on the verb. Kind of like if I said, I sing. There is no S, right? She is one person, sings with an S. We treat it like a plural, sing, no S, all right? There's a third rule where we have to change the Y to an I and add ES, which they've brought up, and yet there's nothing on this practice page that actually does that. So there are times when, if the verb ends with a Y, you change the Y to an I, and then you add ES. But there are no examples of that in the work that we have to do today. So we're only worried about adding S to a singular pronoun. Sorry, singular pronouns are right here in yellow. Adding S to a singular pronoun, and don't do anything when we're talking about a plural. All right? So let's go down here, and maybe it'll make even more sense as we do this. You push or pushes the cart filled with hay out to the fields. Okay, well, you is a plural pronoun, you, and when there's a plural pronoun, you do not add S. It says right here, do not add S or ES to the plural pronouns. So I'm going to say you push. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to add anything to that. And yes, we do have to rewrite the sentence correctly. So make sure that you write it, you push, no ES. This is a plural pronoun. The cart filled with hay out to the fields. Period. All right, next one. It passes over the old bridge. It is one of our singular pronouns. It is a singular pronoun, which means we need to add S or, in this case, ES. Because if you added an S to pass, you would have passes, and that's not a word, right? We need to add ES because it already has an S at the end. It passes over the old bridge. It passes over the old bridge. Now, if you feel like you know what you're doing, pause the video, finish 3 and 4 on your own, and then come back to check your work. If you're still not quite sure, stay with me. Number 3, we guess or guesses when you will reach the horses. We is a plural pronoun right here in green, and the rule for the green plural pronouns is do not add S or ES. We guess, not we guesses. We guess when you will reach the horses. Because it's a plural, I'm not adding the ES ending. I'm just leaving it alone. We guess when you will reach the horses. And the last question for today on grammar is they. march or marches across the hills to the food. And again, they is here in green. It is a plural pronoun, which means we're going to follow the green rule. Do not add s or es. So I'm going to write it as they march, not they marches. They march across the hills to the food. Plural pronouns get no s on their verb. Done. Hopefully that answers some questions, and if you have any, be sure to post them in Google Classroom. Talk to you later.